Hi guys, thanks for joining me again on another one of my videos. In this one, I'll be speaking to you about 5 reasons not to start your own fashion brand. Now, that might seem like a strange title for a video, but I've done another video where I've given you 5 reasons to start your own fashion brand, and the link should pop up right about now. So when you finish this video, head over to the other one and check that out, and let me know in the comments what your thoughts are and if you've got any other reasons that you want to add to it. So those of you that have been watching my videos know that I've been in the fashion industry for 20 years now, which is a long time. And my first reason I'd say to not start your own fashion brand is if you don't like being lonely. There's a saying that goes, it's lonely being at the top, and fashion is no exception. Running a fashion brand is equally lonely because it has to be driven by your vision and your vision alone. You might have a business partner or 2 or 3, but the chances are the part of the business that you take care of, those other partners shouldn't be overlapping. If you're going to do this properly, there's going to be a lot of late nights where it's going to be you on your own, executing your ideas. And the great thing about working at night is that you get peace and quiet. So if you're someone who functions off the energy of other people and can't do without it, then running a fashion brand just isn't for you. Number 2 is losing money. I can't stress enough, the fashion business is not a quick fix, get rich money quick scheme. It's years and years of work. I think that with social media, there's been a lot of fashion brands that have started over the past few years. And then there's been fashion brands who seemingly have become successful overnight. But I guarantee you that they have taken time to cultivate their craft and making sure that they've got a product that caters to their specific audience. In terms of money-wise, I would say I've probably lost at least each decade about £75,000, which in the grand scheme of things isn't a lot of money compared to what I've earned, but it's money that could have been invested in something else that could have doubled or tripled. For those of you that are starting your own fashion brands, firstly, don't invest anything that you can't afford to lose. And then I'd probably say over a period of 5, maybe 10 years, be prepared to lose about £5,000. Now that depends on where you choose to invest it. And don't look on it as a loss, just look on it as an experience gained and what not to do next time round. Number 3 is oversaturation of the market. Now, I get asked this a lot from my clients, but the fashion industry is incredibly oversaturated. So why on earth would the world need another fashion brand? If you can't answer that question, then you shouldn't be starting your own brand. Ideally, you should answer the question of why your brand exists within one sentence. And that should help you differentiate yourself from the thousands and millions of other brands there out on the market, compete for the same attention of your customer. Number 4, behind the scenes just simply isn't sexy. Before I got into the fashion industry, I used to think that it was bright lights and catwalk shows. My day to day, I'd say within a year, that makes up 2% of what I do. Most of the time, I'm in the studio, working, creating, trying stuff. It goes wrong, you try again. The fashion show part, I'll probably do maybe one of those a year or 2 years at that. And then the photo shoots, we do about 2, maybe 3, 4 every year. So if you're going into the fashion industry, especially wanting to be a designer, expecting that's what's going to be the majority of what you do, then you're going to be very disappointed. And on top of that, I know people that work on fashion shows and creative shows all the time. And even they will say that the fashion show side of it is a very small piece of what they do, because a lot of it is organization and the admin that goes on in the background. And the fashion show itself doesn't last more than 20 minutes or half an hour. And then you're back in the office doing the same thing over and over again, getting ready for the next show. Now, the final one, number 5, is where the do I start? Now, this is where you need to have at least your first 6 months to 12 months planned meticulously. Otherwise, you're going to waste the money that you've invested. Now, this is where someone like me comes in, where you sit down with a consultant, if you're not familiar with the business, and work out a strategy that's going to take you beyond your first year. Now, I've done a video which goes over the 8 steps to create your collection, and that link should pop up now. But just in brief, I'm going to go over those 8 steps now. Number 1, you've got your drawing and your tech pack. Number 2, you've got your fabric sourcing. Number 3, you've got your sizing. Number 4, you've got your patterns. Number 5, you've got your mock-up, sometimes known as a toile. Number 6, you've got your final sample, or sometimes known as a gold seal. Number 7, you've got your grading. Number 8 is the production. So there it is, our 5 reasons not to start your own fashion brand. But I hope that you found this video useful, and I hope that you've decided to stick with your fashion idea even though you've got those 5 obstacles that you might encounter. Thanks for staying with me to the end of this video. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.